Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This is going to be a course vlog from Trump National Golf Course in Palos Verdes, California. This is the first hole. We're going to get straight into it. I'm doing this vlog a lot differently today because I'm doing this Be Better Golf Crush 100 challenge where I practice like a pro for 100 days, so I have almost no time to do editing, but I still wanted to put this out there. I'm just going to do it in a little bit different of a way where I'm basically just shooting the clips and I'm going to run the voiceover over all of it. This is Owen, a college golfer and a good friend of mine that plays for Marymount of California, a college just about a mile from the Trump National Golf Course, that I've been working with the golf team recently, like volunteering with the golf team recently and helping them out. And Owen, after hitting 2 shots, is now chipped it to here. And this day, it was an interesting day. It's almost like a monster day because this golf course is just so difficult in general. And when it's blowing between in the 20 to, I don't know, it's gusting in the 20s and it's blowing a consistent, like, I don't know, it's blowing a consistent at least 20 and then it's gusting to more. So Owen starts off with a double bogey and we go to the second hole, which is a par 5. 535 yards. You can't really miss anywhere. I mean, that's how this whole course is. You can see how windy it is. Owen loses his hat. This whole course is like, very rarely can you ever miss and then find your ball, because it's almost all like natural areas, like scrub to the left. So it's fairway, a little bit of rough, and then just like your ball's gone. So Owen has 97 into the wind for his third shot on this par 5. You can see it's just the conditions of this course. Like right now, it's rated a 9 out of 10 on greenskeeper.com or greenskeeper.org, and it is like a time of year where normally it's hard to keep conditions good, but the conditions are just amazing. Like they could literally hold a PGA Tour event here right now because the greens are so fast. But like they're ridiculously fast, and then you add in the wind.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Like even any like 2-putt of length is really tough. So I figured I wouldn't.
3.
Yeah, hole number 3. I figured I wouldn't show really much of the putts because I know when I watch a vlog, I really like to watch the ball striking. So third hole is like when you're standing there, you can just kind of hold your
right down the cart path line. If the wind keeps doing what it was doing, it should be.
Yeah, you can kind of stand on that tee box, hold your hand out in front of you, and you obscure the entire fairway and rough. And so it's really not much to aim at. So Owen landed on the hill and then kicked down into this area. The third hole is 427 yards.
You like it, Owen?
Par 4.
All I saw was the very start was left.
So Owen hit it like good, but just way over the back into like a hole and did not get on the green. So this is the par 3.
All right.
This is 171 yards.
It's tough to align yourself on this hole.
Right. It's very difficult to align yourself on this hole because it kind of, the tee box almost aims you like out of bounds where they're building this like amazing house in the Trump National Estates there. So
it's shaping nicely.
Owen hit a really nice kind of
flighted 7 going right.
Right, flighted 7 iron.
And then curving towards the hole. Is that a hole in one? That's pretty close. It's pretty close? Yeah, it looked good.
Almost thought it was a hole in one. And then he hit it to here. And we're going to watch this putt and see how Owen does. This course is a par 71. But even as a par 71 here at sea level, it's 7,200. What is it? Hold on. I want to get this exactly right. Yeah, it's 7,242 yards at sea level and a par 71. So it is long, and it is it's really tough. This is
going to go so far.
The team always plays from the blacks here.
Just flattened out. If that gets a good bounce, it's going to be a big.
And this, just to get to past the Barranca, is like 250 yards. So Owen hit a really good shot there. Today this hole is downwind a little bit. So this is a par 4, number 5, 513 yards. Today the wind's helping a little bit. I think Owen has, I can't remember here. I know that he has 7-iron. He's going to try some kind of, I think this is where he tries this kind of crafty shot. Yes.
This is looking really smart. Up a little too clever.
So Owen didn't quite make it to the green. So here's the 6th hole, 473 yards, par 4. So Owen hits a good. The strength of Owen's game is driver, and I would say like driver and irons are the strength of his game. He could.
Okay, let's see.
He told me that he'd like to get better at his short game and putting.
Almost.
Of anything.
Almost.
So he almost got on the green there. This is kind of a fun vlog for me because we're just jumping and doing just the tee shots really, and the approach shots. So he hit it
into the teeth of the wind.
Right down the middle. This is a par 5, 578 yards into the teeth of the wind. So it's really playing like basically 700 yards because it's like 21 miles into your face.
At the bunker, peeling. Yeah. The left bush next to it. I see it.
So Owen hit his drive with probably 167 miles an hour of ball speed and right down the middle, but he still has probably 340 in.
Oh, hooking. Yes, extreme.
Yeah, so I think Owen lost his ball there and actually saved his par or something. And then on this 235-yard par 3 8th hole.
If there was a PGA Tour tournament out here, I think on about hole 6, people would start thinking about hole 9 because it is really tough. But today it made slightly more straightforward because of a helping wind today. What's that cap say? 500-yard par 4. But really, it's as hard as long as it is, it's the green and what's left of it that is the real issue. Draw here on.
All right, so yeah, this is a 509-yard par 4. This is such a difficult hole, and I got to shout out my friend Michael, who's the coach of this team. That last time he played this hole, he actually made a 2 on it.
Is it really?
But it is so difficult, this hole.
Okay. I think Owen's luck may have ran out. He's really looking for this ball. I'm sure he's in a perfect spot. Windy as hell, cold, like 50 degrees, but it's starting to get really nice.
All right, so Owen found his ball, but it's way out here, and he tries to hit some some kind of incredible shot.
Splash.
And it just splashed in the water short. So now he's dropping here, going for. Actually, he went through that ball. I forget where that went. That went way to the right.
You were put your heel back down where it was without moving.
His alignment wasn't very good. So he was.
All right, so I'm out here playing at Trump National, and not luckily, but because I wouldn't say it's luck, but thankfully, with gratitude, I'm playing pretty well. I haven't had any of those certain type of shots that I was hitting so much yesterday. So this is day 2 of the Crush 100 challenge. And I haven't had any of those issues that I was having yesterday so far, even though I did on the range. And the weather is turning out to be really nice. It's probably like 52 degrees. And the sun is going to start to peek out soon. It's very windy and difficult, but miraculously I tied my best. The only score I really keep here for real is how many balls I lost, and I only lost 1 ball, which is tied for the best on this course for me. So playing with Owen from the college. Let's see it, Owen. Sit down. Sit. All right, tough conditions, good playing, Owen. Tell us a little bit something about yourself.
Well, I'm from Canada, up north, your great white neighbors, but other than that, I mean, COVID.
Looking to turn pro, maybe?
Yeah, I'm looking to turn pro.
So you're a graduating senior right now, right?
Yeah, graduating senior. So, I mean, I'm going back home for the summer just to practice and stuff, but then I'm probably moving down.
So it's 50 degrees here. We're playing right now, probably 53 by now.
Yeah.
What is it in Alberta where you're going to your farm?
Well, it's probably right now about minus 25, minus 30. So they're in the middle of the snowstorm up there. So.
All right. Well, you got to promise us to put one of those, put a kettle on and go outside and throw it in the air because I want to see it turn immediately to ice.
For sure.
All right, so this is the famous 10th hole at Trump National, which is just out of bounds left, and a huge opportunity here to make a birdie if you're playing well, because you can just bomb driver down the right-hand side and then get up and down if the pin's in a good spot. Today the pin is not in an easy spot, so Owen hit that drive like 320 yards, and then he's got to hit a huge flop shot, excuse me. It lands basically pin high and runs off the back of the green, but it's on the fringe. So he was able to putt that and make a birdie. Owen actually started playing really well on the back nine for a while. I think he shot 40 on the front or something like that, or 41. It was really windy and difficult. Hole number 12. Let me look at 12. This is a really tough hole. 530-yard par 5. Oh, it's a par 5, so it makes it easier. But driving on this hole is, it like, for some reason, whenever I play this, it's right into the wind. And then I'm skipping right to 18, which is another, like, there's so many different signature holes out here. They're really cool. But 18 is definitely, probably nowadays, the most photographed ever since they took the waterfalls out. So Owen hit a great drive down the right-hand side that drew back a little bit. Maybe slightly right of perfect to get the most out of it. But we are going right in. The wind is is pushing from right to left.
Yeah.
It's basically like quartering us from right to left. And so I just filmed Owen all day, so I'm going to ask him, because I don't want to interrupt his preparation and asking him to film me, and I don't want to bring out a tripod here or whatever. So I asked Owen to hold the camera for me on this hole. So I hit a really good drive, right on the same line basically as Owen. A really good line. Basically any ball that you hit and then you're able to find it, and especially if it's in the fairway, is a really good drive here, regardless of how well you hit it. Because I didn't actually hit that very well at all. You can see how far back of Owen I am. But that second shot I hit really well. That was a 4-iron from 197 yards, I think. I hit it really well, but it was just a little to the right, short of those bunkers. Owen hit an awesome shot.
That 1 yard cost you.
But
what did you hit?
Then I think
8-iron from 197?
Yeah, Owen was 1 yard to the right. If he had been 1 yard to the left, it would have landed there and then rolled like halfway to the hole. So here's Owen for birdie here. Two putting is just so difficult out here. The greens are so undulated. The ball pulls all different kinds of places, and you add that to the wind. It's just very difficult. But Owen had a really good lag there. Really good lag. So then I can hand the camera off to Owen. I have I'm in a good spot here. And you can see that that's actually a cool opportunity to see how good the conditions are at this golf course right now. And they're almost always in really good conditions. I mean, the only improvement I think they're working on is the bunkers on some of the holes are kind of low in sand, as far as because I think it blows so hard here, the sand gets blown out of some of the bunkers, but everything else is just so good. And that was actually an amazing chip shot for me, because I maybe could have landed a little more to the right, but distance control and everything was really good.
I stroke on you this hole, so you gotta make this one.
So here's Owen for a 4, and you can see those awesome flags that they have here. the American flag and the logo. Every kind of putt, short putts, long putts, they're all difficult here. Thank you guys for watching this. I know that it wasn't really edited or put together much, but I wanted to give you guys, especially if you're stuck in like winter climates, let me know if you like this style of thing, because it's difficult for me nowadays to film vlogs. But you can see that was just not a very good stroke. It's difficult for me to film vlogs, but if I do, I'd still would like to put them out and let you guys know what I'm up to as far as on the course. I don't know what I shot this day. I don't know. It wasn't anything good. I think I did good though, as far as I think I only lost 4 balls or 5 balls. Losing 4 balls is my record at this course, and in this kind of wind, only losing 4 or 5 balls is actually really, really good. I think Owen lost 2 maybe. And I think Owen shot 82, which is a really 81 or 82. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I think with bogey on the last, I think he shot 82. It was a lot of fun to play there. I'm playing again there coming up soon. And let me know what you thought about that. And I am grinding extremely hard in my golf game, so I really appreciate your guys' support, because I think after this 100 days, and this was on day 2 of my 100-day journey that you guys can follow. I think after the 100 days, I will have some interesting things to report, because I'm already finding out things that I had never really figured out before. So stick with me with this process, and I want you guys' help with it as well. If you know any ways of, I want to know, whenever you've been playing your best, what was the practice and training that you guys were doing around that time that made you really, really good? All right. Or the best you ever were. Later, bye.